Every morning I run and collect the 8 coins.
I would like to
Is this the
call a
moment?
shot here. I feel as though
Is it time?
as though James has come in so strong so that he could make sure
my
I told
goodness.
this one.
Betwixt the ruby seas, deep in the eye of the storm, a bastion of beef and hope lies nestled in the sand. 4 men, almost lost to the deep, now find tranquility within its walls. And now they're inviting you in for a tale unlike anything you've ever heard before.
Introduce the next topic.
Yeah,
And do it in
James,
an Alex Jones voice.
Tell us where we're going. We're on the train with you.
Well, this guy Liver King. No, this guy.
I like Alex James.
Alex James.
Well, I showed you guys this guy Liver King, like this huge. Well, he's not huge. He's like 5'6", but he's like jacked as shit. The dude in front of the World Trade Center.
Guy. Yeah.
So that dude's been, he's been going sicko mode for like the last year on social media, and super duper jacked, and he's of course sells like supplements and diet regimes and everything. He apparently made like $50 million this year, like crazy, and all of it is predicated on his ancestral tenets. So he's like, the only reason I look like this is I put my phone in another house when I go to sleep. I sleep on wooden planks. I stack the sun and the earth and show my asshole to the god moon every morning.
To the Mayans.
Yeah, and I even on my off days I walk 13 miles and I really connect myself to the soil. And he only eats raw meat, and he has videos of him eating cow penises. It's pretty crazy. So all of this, it's like he's like, if you have to dedicate your life back to nature if you want to look like this or something. So recently, another YouTuber who is a big fitness guy, he's like an actual dietitian and like nutritionist and super jacked and everything, found an email from like a year and a half ago, 2 months before the Liver King stuff like exploded, of Liver King sending him an email and saying, hey, I'm about to start a social media campaign. I need to be able to work out less but upkeep, like my physique and everything to sell my products, blah blah blah. Here's my current stack of supplements and all this stuff. And then he lists $15,000 a month worth of steroids that he takes.
Jesus.
And he was looking to tune it in so that he could work out less and keep up his pump and everything. So, but this, I just thought it was really, that dude is who would flip shit and like walk out of podcasts when people asked him if he was on steroids and stuff. Yeah. Because it was just like, this is from raw meat and sleeping on boards. Yeah. And then he's on $15,000 worth of steroids a month. Two of them are for children with paper thin bones that aren't like, they're not able to grow. Yeah. It's crazy, dude.
What the fuck? It's like he just went to the steroid store and got everything. That's crazy.
No, yeah. One of everything, please. It's not surprising. It's surprising, but it's not surprising.
No, it surprised no one with a brain.
He's like 45 or something.
Yeah, but you could look at him and just like, the thing is, those kinds of muscles where you look like really poofy, you know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between like natural muscle that you built versus like fucking roid-induced muscles. Just, they look like they're about to explode. You know what I mean? Like, you just look at them and you could just tell. Like, no, you're fucking lying, dude. I know you're injecting fucking M&Ms
then his age, right?
in your arms.
Yeah, I think he's 44, 45.
No one looks like that at 45. Like,
hey, The Rock.
Isn't The Rock
The
like
Rock's
60?
on steroids.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Pretty much every celebrity is, I'm pretty sure. Like, no one has that fucking time.
Anyone who you look at it and are like, are they on steroids? They're on steroids. And like, it still takes so much work along with the steroids to be jacked. Like, that steroids do nothing if you just sit down and don't move.
Yeah, but it is funny to be like a guy who's saying like, I eat vials of bull cum. I eat their balls too. I eat fucking people, and I sleep on spikes. And I have like a little fucking Super Mario
sleep in a Super
room
Mario.
that I.
Oh shit! We made the same joke.
Oh, that's crazy.
You said Spikes. I was like, yo.
I live in Peach's castle. Every day I wake
recreated
up.
World 1-1 and I run it every morning.
Every morning I wake up, I go to Babam Battlefield and I race Koopa the Quick to the top.
Mario's on steroids.
I pay 500 midgets to play the Bob-Oms. I have a real life chain chomp genetically modified from a...
I tie it to my cock and I have it go bark bark around the house.
Every morning I run and collect the 8 coins. He just painted 8 corners that he threw around town.
I'm the Liver King. Wahoo!
He's the liver king, and his fucking kidneys in his liver are peasant like. Those shits are ready to give out. He's eating the livers of other animals raw in a hope that they like bond to his own decrepit, disgusting. Fucking...
He has to hit up fucking Valvoline to get oil changes, but to himself.
Yeah. He has to get oil enemas to fucking stay alive.
Yeah, they lift him up on the thing.
He's gonna be on like an iron lung in 20 years, but it's actually just a giant like elephant liver that he has to live inside.
It's the iron liver.
If he exits it, his internal organs shut down.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny thing in like 50 years that there's going to be a podcast called like Stanley Boys or something where they're having this exact same conversation, but it'll be about cyberpunk enhancements. Where it's like some guy named like the fucking Super Liver King's going to come out and it's no, it turns out he's actually got like a metallic liver. He got one of the liver implants from a Ripper doc. But he was totally lying about being all natural or something.
He has a steel liver. He fucking lied to me.
Liver robot king.
Liver robot.
I was trying to think of like what's the king of a robot, but I don't know.
I'm
Robot king.
Robot king.
I am the motherboard.
Speaking of doing steroids and lying about it, what's the darkest secret or habit that you have that you're willing to share publicly?
Oh.
Well, I'll share mine. So just to prompt you guys and maybe
I gotta think of one.
Is this a user question or just a James question?
No, this is me.
Okay.
This is a James question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is an Alex.
Okay,
James.
gotcha.
This is
I
me.
for some reason thought this was from the beef cord.
It sounded like a beef cord question.
I got lots of questions for you guys, and I try to sneak one in every week.
Hell yeah.
So just to give you an example, I have very little shame. I be farting, getting sucked off, whatever. I be fucking tomatoes. It's cool.
We have many such examples.
Cool. So the other week, I got some weed, and I was like, I only want enough for tonight. But the one I buy has like enough for like a couple days or whatever. Usually, like edibles. So I took the ones that I wanted and I just threw them in the garbage so I wouldn't be tempted to keep them and like do them the next day or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, that was like at night, and then the whole next day goes by, garbage going into the garbage, all this, all this kind of stuff. And then I threw them outside of their packaging. So as to really be like, do I really want to go dig under the milkshake and the corn shucks and the fucking... the toddler arms and all the stuff that would be the normal stuff and you accumulate on your garbage every day. So and then it's like 8 or 9 o'clock the next night and I'm like banging through the last part of my script and I'm like, man, I just can't get over this hump right now. Like I need something. And I was like, I need a little weed. No. So, and this is not, it's not like I do it all the time, but it's not abnormal for me to, hey, I threw out that hamburger
do a little
dumpster
dumpster diving, baby.
Why'd I throw out that hamburger last night? So, I went in the garbage, I pushed everything aside, I looked for one of my little weeds, and I ate it.
Just one big weed leaf.
Yeah. So, and it's like, I'm doing that pretty rarely. Like sometimes people will like share things that are weird and then they'll try and walk it back. This isn't that. But like I pretty rarely do that, but I it's definitely enough in my life to call it somewhat of a habit or dark secret.
Sure.
Where it's like,
did you wash it at first? Like
I hit it with some water. I ran it into the water into the sink and everything. And like for food, it's really only like I'll like close up my food and throw it out, and then there will be nothing on it or in it. Maybe some cardboard went on top of it or some shit.
Yeah.
But it's been in a garbage can closed for 6 hours, and then I'll just go and take it out and be like, why did I throw this out?
You need like a staging area, like next to your bin, where it's like,
Yeah, it's like a maybe delete bin. Like I get a 30-day
you get a trial.
check back on that.
Yeah.
And I will say, anyone that's typing up like or thinking that I've altered your perception of me right now, I know you do some fucking weird shit. And
exactly.
And if you
You
were
got some
honest with us
skeletons.
about yourself, bro, you would. I wouldn't think less of you. So fuck you.
Exactly.
And if you don't judge
if
me, fuck you.
if you come into the comments saying like it did really affect this story, I see James differently. You have to follow it up with your darkest secret.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
exactly.
gotta-
They
fair's
will.
So
fair.
we know. Yeah.
If you come into the comments and say that, I'm gonna like alter your name on our channel forever, and I'm gonna put like fucking
Little
cum
bitch.
snorter next to it. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
make up your darkest secret and tag it to your fucking existence forever,
We're gonna
and
send
no
it
one
to
will be
your
able to
mom.
challenge it. Everyone will think you just snort cum.
Yeah.
Which is
But,
fucked up, by the way.
boys.
You should stop that.
Yeah. you
That's why I
really-
said
really
willing to
stop
admit.
snorting
So
cum.
that's a dark secret of mine that I am willing to admit. Are there any? If you guys don't have any, if you don't roll like that, then it's cool. But I was interested.
I'm trying to think of some. I mean, like I definitely had some like when I was younger. Like I would go digging through ashtrays for cigarette butts, and I would smoke them. Like I'm telling you, like in like public
okay,
places.
that's on par with mine because that's
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
people's
Yeah.
shit too. That's epic.
Yeah,
I like
or-
that.
Yeah, so like, keep in mind, I was like fucking 14, 15.
Hey, don't make excuses. We're coming out here bearing
Hey.
our chests for the world.
I knew a guy who did the equivalent of that, but with alcohol, like at a bar. There's
Oh,
like
really?
the table with like the dregs of beer. He went around and
Yeah.
fucking slammed those, man. Which is like significantly worse, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely worse because like the bottom ends of
That's
like any
backwash.
beverage. Yeah, it's got like fucking teeth.
It's just got
speckles and
fraud.
shit.
It's just teeth rolling around
It's
in it.
got teeth. Yeah.
yeah, but it's sitting in alcohol. That shit's dead. The
Yeah, I
the
guess that's
ethanol
true.
killed it off. And the cigarette, it's like fucking.
Yeah.
whatever.
You are
Homeless
you're
people do
smoking
it
the
and they seem
ticket to the
fine.
next dimension.
Right.
Fucking, but that
Exactly.
dimension is full of fucking death and decay. Like
Yeah.
whatever. Whoever's mouth was on it isn't making it that much worse.
It would be really gross when like I would get one with like like very clearly smoked by a woman, so it had like lipstick on it, and then I would smoke it,
That's
and
my
then I would
favorite.
have like fucking remnants on me. I'm like, oh,
I'd
what
be
am
like,
I doing? What am I fucking doing? So that's
How
probably
did you like care about being seen, or would you just like walk up to an outside
No.
bar at like a restaurant and just like dig through their table
yeah.
and
So
like
like
take their
yeah, it was something
He's
that like
got,
literally
little ashy hands. He's like, hello.
Hello, can I have your cigarette
Would
butts,
you mind if I looked
please?
at your ashtray?
You look like a
real
chimney
quick?
sweep.
Yeah.
exactly. Looks
Ashtray
like a little- he's
inspector. Ashtray inspector.
Like, hello.
City
Oh,
of California ashtray inspector.
Oh, they gave the owner must have gave his like nephew a special little job when he's here.
Then he sees me outside with like 6 of them in my mouth.
You're a fucking
But me-
idiot, though, please.
Yeah. Well, me and my friends, we would all do it. So like we were like hanging out at the mall or something, like none of
Hey,
us.
I
had
respect
Everybody
cigarettes.
does it, bro.
I mean, dude, like all the cool kids are fucking smoking AIDS-ridden cigarette butts. I don't know about you, dude, but fucking
Dude,
hitting up
George
Patton
Bush-
Oscars.
George Bush turned the fucking tax rate to maximum on them bitches in the early 2000s. Then
Yo.
they like doubled in price. So like,
Facts.
dude, if you're stupid enough to not smoke your whole cigarette, Doplex is smart enough to fucking
Yeah.
do smoke the whole
Doplex
cigarette.
uses
Yeah.
every part of the animal.
yeah. I did see a guy, or I didn't know him, but it was when I worked at a mall. There was a guy who would go out for his smoke break every day. I always saw him out there. He would eat his cigarette butts, and I thought that was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Like straight, he would eat them. Like when he was done with the cigarette, he would eat it. I don't know why. I don't know.
It's like eating the worm in a tequila bottle.
Yeah, pretty
No,
much.
it's
Like, it
much
gets an
worse,
extra
'cause-
buzz.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
much
God.
worse.
But
'cause
he had
even
some-
eating the weed,
It's
even
much
eating the
worse.
roach is better because it's
Yeah.
like the weed when it hits you might do something, but like
Right.
eating the cigarette butt is
It's like fucking
Also,
like
made
foam.
of.
Like it's like
Yeah.
that styrofoam shit. Well,
It's like
not only
inedible.
that, but he would put some like pizzazz on it. So he'd like put it out and he would like flick it into the air and catch it with his mouth. He was by himself. He just did this.
All right, I
like,
redact my statement. That's
It was
badass.
fucking weird.
That
He
is-
would
that
eat
is
it.
actually
He'd go
kinda
back
sick.
inside.
nah. He knew
Yeah.
people were
That's
looking
pretty
at him. That's
sick.
the only
I
reason
think
he did
so.
that.
Yeah,
He
I
didn't
think
do
so.
that for himself. That was not for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
That was for
It's
But
kind of-
everyone
that's
else.
stuck with
my
me all
headcanon
these
is it was
years.
for him.
It's kind of fucked up as someone who worked in a kitchen, which I think most of us probably have at some point, that if you smoke, you're just allowed to like fuck off every half an hour. Because like
Yeah.
every chef I knew like had a like smoke break all the time, whereas I didn't smoke, so I only got my like 15-minute break like halfway through my shift or whatever. I was like, man, those add up way fucking more than 15 minutes if you string them all together, and then you also get your 50-minute break on top of that.
Yeah, wasn't it like a thing in like the 80s that like a lot of people started smoking because of like the boom of like office jobs and shit? Or it was either like the 70s or 80s where people like start like
That's a
picked
Friends
up
joke.
smoking. Is it really?
Yeah, like Rachel gets a job and like her boss and her
Oh,
the
yeah,
person who's
that's
like
right.
she's competing with for a
yeah.
promotion smoke, but like then they go outside and chill every day and they bond over
yeah, I
to
do
smoking.
remember
So
that
then Rachel's
episode.
like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. But I swear
like,
there was like some sort of
unironically, yeah.
statistic to that. Like people just picked up smoking just to get like time off from their fucking jobs that made them
I
want
could
to
see
hang
that.
themselves. Yeah.
Dude, I bet most
Yeah.
people just picked up smoking because it's fucking cool to have smoke coming out of your mouth.
I feel like a twag
That's
it.
what I
is-
like. That's what I
that
like
is
about it.
cool,
I never smoked a cigarette, but I do be smoking
Yeah.
the pipe sometimes and also weed, and it's like,
It does feel pretty cool. It
Listen,
looks
man,
so
fuck.
the biggest tragedy in cinema was that people really started taking smoking out of movies because
Yeah.
but it looks cool.
It looks cool when there's a cigarette in his
Smoking
mouth.
is inherently cinematic.
It is very
it's true.
cinematic.
Put it back.
It
But
is.
boy, does it smell bad.
It does stink.
I
dude,
like.
sometimes
bad.
cigarettes smell
That
really
has to
good,
go
though.
on.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes
Not
they do,
if
and it
you're an
definitely like
ex-smoker.
it does remind me of like as a kid. You can't smoke in bars in New Zealand anymore. I don't know if you can
Yeah.
in America, but like as a kid you could. So it kind of reminds me of like when I was a kid and I'd go out for like dinner with my dad or whatever, and like the whole restaurant just has that like baked-in
Yeah.
cigarette smell. But it's like
Yeah.
kind of cozy because it reminds me of my childhood in that way.
Yeah,
Like,
I
oh,
do. I
get-
do
I
like
get-
that
yeah.
smell. Yeah,
But
I like the smell.
Nothing smells like that anymore.
Yeah, unless you go to like a casino. Like casinos have that smell, and I like that smell because it's something about it that just feels very like you're
very
almost in a
nostalgic.
movie. It's weird.
No, yeah, not like getting hit with the cigarette smoke is always nasty, but like being
Yeah.
like 25 feet away from someone smoking a cigarette, like sometimes for some reason they smell good. Kind of like I don't really like the smell of gasoline, but gasoline on a cold morning in New Jersey
Oh.
smelled very different. The
There's-
gasoline
there's
smells
some
much better on
gasoline
a
that
cold
fucking
morning.
smells like
Exactly.
crack. Yeah.
I know the exact vibe
on
you're
the
talking
on the
about.
flip side, you sometimes end up with the fucking Airbnb that we tried to stay in Alaska, where it just
Oh
smells
yeah,
like
we
fucking.
couldn't even
Yeah.
fucking breathe in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that was
awful.
like, yeah.
So that's
that was
too
real.
much. You
That
can't
was
go
mold.
too far.
There was too much mold mixed in
there's
with the
definitely
cigarette.
mold in there.
That was
Yeah.
legit mold. Like I've been in a
Yeah.
moldy house before it's got that shit was mold city.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of fucking
Wait, did you guys tell your secrets? Did they tell
oh
their
yeah.
secrets?
No, they didn't, bastard.
Yeah, what are your secrets, huh? I can't be the only one.
Come on, like you don't
I
you
wa-
don't fucking pick your nose or something.
I'm a bit. Well, actually, that. How did you know?
I love
wipe
picking my nose.
I wipe my boogers on the walls of places I don't respect.
That's not a dark secret. You're
Should've
proud
told
of it.
us
I can
about that,
see
man.
it.
I
I can
am.
see it in your eyes. You're proud of it.
It's
It
funny.
doesn't count. But that is funny.
I do like that. I like that.
I like that.
I'm pretty sure Sean just does it on people, like anyone's
Dude, if
house.
someone
but
wanted to booger on my wall, I'm fucking throwing their head through it. That's
I'm
such
going- I'm going
that's such
eighth.
a micro fucking disrespectful thing to
Yeah.
do. Like it's such a targeted bit of disrespect.
what would you do if someone
Yeah.
sprayed a fun soap spray all over your house?
No, see, that's good, clean fun. There's nothing
that
wrong
is
with it.
good,
That's
but
good,
that's what I've been
clean fun.
trying to
Nothing
say
wrong
for
with that.
fucking
You
months.
guys are goddamn
clean
scoundrels
fun.
and
It
liars.
is good,
to a lot
clean
of
fun,
you.
Andrew.
It was good, clean fun. We just wanted to write
Good, clean
Des
fun.
nuts.
Andrew?
Well, I would like to,
Is this the
call a
moment?
shot here. I would like to. I feel as though
Is it time?
as though James has come in so strong so that he could make sure
Oh,
I
my
told
goodness.
this one.
I actually did put this in there in the hope that it would finally be the time to tell the story.
I kind of figured as much. All
Is
right.
it happening? After
This is
All
the
right.
story where this is the story that we shared in private that made us officially start beef. Like the next day we set the channel up.
we were like, this is, we need to.
That's what's up.
It was literally like, I wish we were recording this because our reactions were like,
Yeah.
So
Andrew, take it away. This is big.
I
I don't know if
really
you
don't know if
how
it's
big
that
this
big.
is.
because I feel like people are going to
This
be very
is the
disappointed.
story, Andrew.
I guess that's true. For anybody who can maybe hopefully empathize with me, all the
No
boys
one.
were sharing funny stories, sharing some embarrassing ones, and And if you've ever been in that situation and you toss something out there and all of a sudden everybody just kind of like
all the bubbles
stops,
go away.
Yeah, and like
Or several people are typing.
that's what happened to me. I didn't think it was that odd, but here we go. Listen, I'm sharing an apartment with my girlfriend, another couple, and my sister, who also had a boyfriend who would stay with us a decent amount. They had their own bathroom, which means the four of us shared one bathroom.
You and the other couple.
Me, Courtney, and the other couple. So, taking too long or doing things in the bathroom, just kind of like it's weird because
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
whether you're taking a shit, whether you're taking a piss, whether you're taking a cum, and someone knocking in the middle of it is just like, I'm taking a cum. It's weird. You're like, sorry, yeah, I'm in here. And then in the back of your head, throughout the whole ordeal, you're like, someone is waiting for me to come out of the bathroom.
Someone is waiting on my cum and they don't even know it.
Exactly. And so you're just like sitting there like, please just hurry up.
This isn't even for me anymore. This is no fun.
This is I'm coming. Get it over with.
I just heard that coming out of the bathroom.
Yeah, but it's muffled.
So, listen. Sometimes you gotta crank one out, gentlemen. We've talked about this a lot. It happens.
Sometimes God
And-
calls.
We've even
Exactly.
explored if cavemen, we've gone so deep as
Exactly.
to see if
Right.
cavemen would be jerking and if the jerking would attract the dinosaur.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, like, we've really
We've really
delved
went deep
into
with
the
it.
depths
Yeah.
of human jerking it.
Yeah,
You just use like a
No, hold on.
Get the fuck out of here.
That is
Hold
not
on.
I'm sending
Andrew-
that back for revisions.
Yeah, we got some notes on that. Take it back and tell us exactly what you do, bar for
Courtney,
bar. What do you
bleep
do,
what
Andrew?
he just said. Yeah,
Yeah.
Andrew, take us fucking stroke by stroke. Give it
Exactly.
to us straight.
There
I
was
want
a
this
mixture-
shit raw
Speak your
and
truth, King.
wriggling.
Yeah, you gave us.
Dude, I
you
just
gave us
told
what
you
you
that
did,
I
and you
eat
gave us a
weed
why.
out of the garbage.
Without
And I used
no
to smoke
hands.
fucking AIDS cigarettes.
You give it to us raw.
Yeah.
I don't even remember at this point. Is that not what is being made fun of?
Okay. All right.
All right.
All right.
I know. I'm
I'll see
genuinely
myself out.
asking.
Here's the
I'm
thing.
genuinely
Here's the
asking.
thing.
Like,
Let's all walk away like the bubbles. No, I'm just I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Andrew, our good buddy Andrew.
okay,
He's sitting right here, right
That's
next
me.
to me.
Andrew
Wrong side.
James
Uh-oh.
Miller.
I'm right here.
Andrew does this cute little thing. He's got this cute little trait about him. When he's jacking off and he needs a place
Or
to
jerking.
dispel or jerking.
Jacking off or
He need-
jerking.
Jack or jerk, you pick. When he needs a place to put his how you say his
exposition.
reward, his result. When he needs a place to put his result,
His biscuits and gravy.
his biscuits and
When
gravy.
the little thing of Viagra ain't working.
Yeah, he chooses his
Blue
laundry
chooses.
basket. And the thing is, it hit us because he brought it up to us as something that guys just do. Just guys
That's what
being
we were talking
dudes.
about. It was guys being
Hey,
dudes.
just-
I
yeah.
shared my first story about my hamstring getting caught up and I fell out of the pussy the first time I was having sex.
Yeah.
That was my contribution.
The pussy injected
we
you.
were yeah, exactly.
We were swapping war stories, and everybody
yeah.
turned on
And
me.
but then so we're swapping, I caught a cramp and I fell over, and then what I remember is Andrew coming in and being like, yeah, sometimes at night when Courtney's sleeping and I don't want to go to the bathroom because everyone would know, I play it really quietly on my phone and then jerk off in bed with her, and then when I'm ready I stand up and cum all over our laundry.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, you
That was the gist of it.
Yeah, you would go bottomless, like fucking like Donald Duck, and waddle over to
You
the
waddle
laundry
over.
basket.
You waddle
There
over
was
with
no-
your
there
pants
was
around
no-
your ankles.
There was no I put a towel down. He would just come onto the pile of dirty laundry.
Yeah,
And then you just left
That's
it
what he
there because
said,
you were like,
at
oh, it'll get washed out.
It'll get
And it
washed
comes-
anyway,
No,
yeah.
there's,
Okay, so
there's
real
500
quick.
million dead sprains in your clothes right now, Andrew. It's more
tiny
sperm than
Andrews in
linen.
Listen. I remember saying that, and I do remember phrasing it that way. However, it was because the chat was moving really fast.
right.
I would say 8 times out of 10, I made sure a towel was on top.
That's still 20%.
Hey, that's a B. That's a B minus.
Listen, I'm getting a B. I'll take the B minus. I'm not gonna
Randomizer,
deny
what's the over/under?
I'm not gonna deny the coming on top allegations.
That's Andrew's cum. That's Andrew's cum hitting Courtney's
That's
jeans.
Andrew the 20% of the time.
And I won't. But I also want to add, I did have earbuds at the time.
Okay.
I wasn't playing it really quietly.
That is still ballsy.
Sorry.
That is very risky.
He's rolled over at a 45-degree angle with the earbuds in, jerking off the side of the bed so that he doesn't disturb Courtney, and then running over to the basket and 80% of the time putting a towel in the way of his cum.
Exactly.
And then putting the cum all
something-
over the clothes anyway.
But I really do want to ask, because I said it washes out. What do you guys use to clean up after sex? And you all
I don't
like
know, man.
looked at me
Cum
like I
and
had
water is
3
not a good
heads.
mix in my
But
experience.
Yeah.
For
It's
using
just-
a towel. I
it's
was like,
just the
we use
idea
a
of,
towel.
like-
everybody uses towels to clean up.
Right.
Yeah, but you
when
don't
you're-
then put it in with your normal laundry. Like,
I've
you have
always
like
you
used
put it
disposables. I
aside
don't know.
or that. But
Yeah,
I
like
do just want to
paper
go
towels.
back to the earbuds, because I'm imagining
That's so wasteful.
Andrew with his earbuds in, completely noise canceled, and Courtney is like talking to him the whole time, trying to get him to stop. And Courtney's like, "What are you doing?"
He's like, please stop.
Andrew,
And he gets up without looking at her.
GameStop in 4 hours and deal with the same shit. Stop
Andrew,
jerking.
why are you coming in the laundry basket?
She wakes
Yeah,
up.
she was like
She's
fully
shaking him
awake
from behind,
and
but the
shaking all-
noise canceling is so good it cancels
Yeah.
the movement.
And then
I
when
just
he's done, he
never
takes him
noticed.
out, and Courtney's just on the edge of the bed, just with her fucking hands in her head, just crying.
Yeah.
I would like to say though, ever since having my own bathroom again, it has not been a straight laundry shot.
Yeah, you
It
had
wasn't a habit. It was
you had
just
the-
it was due to my circumstances. They
Yeah,
were
exactly.
not ideal.
That was
That's
that was
fair.
your laundry cum era.
I
Yeah,
would
it
have
was
still
the
made the
laundry cum
bathroom
era.
work. I would have made it work. I would
Yeah,
have put that
I mean,
on the
there is a
record.
perfect
Not
I
way
would
for
have.
it.
I would
I'm
have.
just- I'm
I
built
would have
different.
loaded up 75%
I'm built with cum.
in the bed, and then I would have ran to the bathroom and
Yeah.
topped it off. Would have been a
I'm
real
not-
quick in and out 5 minutes. No harm, no foul.
I'm not saying that I'm better than you. Like
That's
I'm
such
not
a good
saying,
way
no,
to start.
that's not what
a
I meant. That's not what I
sentence.
meant. I'm not saying that I wouldn't have done the same thing as you in the same situation, but seeing as how I've never been in that situation and I haven't done that, I will make fun of you and act like I would never do that. But
is
if
fair.
put in the same situation, I would
Listen.
most likely do the same thing.
I
Yeah.
accept the cum
Probably not
laundry
most likely.
allegations. I can live with it. It was
Yeah.
coming in laundry.
ladies.
praying
Okay,
to Jesus.
this is because I didn't really know Courtney that well at this point either. Me and Andrew had known each other for like 5 months at this point or some shit, or
It's about
no,
a year. I
like a
think.
year.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm in the
Yeah.
wrong. I'm in like the wrong year. But I didn't. Well, still at that point I didn't know Courtney that well. That was like 8 months from me visiting Alaska or anything.
Yeah.
Like I knew Courtney, but
Yeah.
So I would like to pass this off to the ladies. It's kind of weird to call them, but
Don't-
like
don't do
Pan,
that. You
Lauren.
Don't
Yeah.
do this to me.
All the
Let me
beef
know-
ladies who listen.
Let me know, because
The beefettes.
the thing I was
Beefettes.
most disturbed by was like, how could you do that to someone
roast
you
beefs.
love? You just come all over Courtney's clothes. Like, okay, but
You should
Pan,
just specifically
Courtney.
aim for her dresses.
Pan,
Yeah,
Lauren,
her
what would
favorite
you
sweater.
what would you do if you woke up to your boyfriend like coming all over your personal belongings?
Not just
That's
coming
the thing
over
that
the
changes
picking her jerseys out and wiping
I-
his dick on it to get the last
Yeah.
bit out.
I demand the same question be asked to the ladies of everybody else's weird habits.
That's fair. That's
Hey,
fair.
fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah,
And
enough.
then,
Fair.
and then ladies, tell us your weird habits about how like you fucking on the last day of your period you use a carrot as a tampon or something.
And then
'Cause
give the
you can't just
overall
act like
Beef
only
Boys
guys are weird.
dateability rating.
Dope, like speaking of things women might not like, you're talking about YouTubers fucked up nails. Now, when I think
Yeah.
fucked up nails, I think of something that a Goyle friend might not particularly enjoy.
I
I
agree.
think
But what
about
did
the
you
Romans and what they used to kill Jesus.
Or that. You know,
That's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the word nails.
the nail going through Jesus' hands.
The
Really
Jesus
awkward.
goes deep in you,
Up
bro.
nails, man.
Your pastors did a really good job.
Yeah,
They
their
really
shit's
got that
rooted. Yeah. Andrew hears the word ham and he's like,
Jesus Christ, I love
Wait,
him.
what did Jesus do to the ham?
I don't
know. Christmas, it's got layers.
Okay, yeah. For sure.
The Christ and Christmas. Anyway,
keep the ham and Christmas.
Hey, keep the ham and Christmas, brother. None of this happy holidays shit.
The woke moralists are trying to take our ham.
That'll be in like 7 years when they invent Impossible Ham or whatever.
Yeah. It's made out of like bugs.
Tucker
and
Carlson's
gems.
gonna get on him, just talk about ham the whole time.
Yeah, and he does one of those like he lied.
ham?
I whatever.
Yeah, she lied.
Yeah, but just with Christmas, and he just does the H in Chris, and then AM but reversed.
Yeah.
And
But Christ is still there. Just Christ
yeah.
ham.
Yeah.
Two most important things about Christmas, brother.
But
anyway,
YouTuber nails.
Yeah, so I was thinking about this because I watch a lot of like YouTube channels, like just like video game adjacent channels. Like it's like guys who like do like those like over the top, not like over the top, but like over like a
overhead shot.
Thank
of
you.
them coming on their games in a
on
basket.
on their consoles like
doing hot gluing.
Exactly.
Lubing up the console.
Anyway, so you see their hands, and like one thing that
Whoa.
Courtney, I'm going to send you some examples, and I want you to put them up here, okay? Because I wish I brought them some with me, but like just some. I love Scott the Woz, but that dude's fingernails are fucked up, and I think there's just this weird cross with gamers and just being the most like unhygienic people. Like there's something like I look at my fingernails, right, and like I used to bite them, but now I trim them. I like my fingernails looking nice and clean. Right, exactly. All the guys listening right now. And girls, but mostly guys, because I feel like
the nail criticism cuts so deep though. Like that would hurt. It's like someone talking about your hairline or something. Like
but it's something it's something that's totally preventable because like if you're not like fucking eating your nails, because like it's not even just Scott the Woz, but it's just like I see these channels like today we're gonna be disassembling a GameCube and seeing what's inside, and then you see their fingers and them shits is fucking like. It's infected. It's bleeding. Like they got skin peeling around their fingernails.
Stop! Oh my God.
I don't get it. Okay, guys listening, and girls if you want, but this is mostly for guys because you guys need the fucking help. Look down at your fingernails right now, and if that shit looks like
if you look like this,
you're gay.
If you look like this, you're gay.
If you look like this, you're gay. If you look like this, you're also gay. Sorry, you're gay.
sorry, fingernails are
Gay
gay.
as fuck, dude. Going like this is gay as shit.
Drake, the type of MF to.
Dude, I'm like.
Here's how you do
like,
it. The only way to do it straight is to do this, and then look at it like this, and then like that.
No, yeah, and then like bend it
Yeah,
over,
you gotta
but
go
like
in the
this
mirror.
way.
Yeah.
No,
You have to go like this, like checking like the
Oh.
bottom of your watch.
right.
like-
Yeah.
Your nails are like that.
And also, you've got like a picture of a hot girl in your hand that you're looking at the same time.
Yeah. And a
You know, every
transformer
dude has
in
to
your
get a
other hand.
tattoo of boobs like right there on his wrist, and then he's like,
Yeah.
I'm just checking my
Thank
nails.
God.
I'm just checking my, I'm checking
Just
my
looking
wrist
at my
boobs.
boobs.
Oh
Sorry,
man, my nails are
I'm
disgusting
looking-
today.
I do know what you mean though, Douglas, because we watched this some like it was nothing related to anything. It was like a kitten video because we could eat cats and we were excited. And the dude had the most his fingernails were fine, but he had these like really weird knobbly fingers. Like it looks like something from a horror movie where like your shit just like disjointed in random places. And he was like picking this kitten up, and I was like actively disgusted at his hands.
Don't kill it.
And then there's this other guy who I really, really love his stuff. And thankfully he's obviously learned, but he does meal ready to eat like reviews where he like covers like army ration stuff. And
Is it like Ashens or whatever it is?
no, I can't. Steve MRE 1984,
Oh,
I think
okay.
is the
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
His shit is awesome. He's such a fucking cool YouTuber. But in some of his earlier videos, he has the hairiest arms and hands. Like I'm talking like, over the top to the point
It's all
that like
1921 mustard gas spam.
Turning into
it's all the
a
impossible
gorilla.
spam. But it's he obviously got so many comments about it that like for the last couple years anyway, his shit's completely shaven, like
really?
like wax level. Like he obviously got so many comments being like, "This is cool, but your army is distracting." And he got onto it,
disgusting.
and
That
now
is
it's great.
interesting.
It's
Yeah.
great. So
Yeah.
shout
Hey,
out to that.
listen,
I actually love
yeah,
that dude.
that stuff can like it's just I get it if, like, that's who you are. You're the guy with the fucked up nails. That's fine. But if you're putting...
That's your role.
Like, all these channels, I love watching. I love enjoying their content and supporting them. But I hate having to... When they cut to these fucking finger shots and, like, their fingers look like they were fucking mangled by a saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like looking at that. It disgusts me.
It's hard talking about it because it's like, I'm sure I've been on camera with some, like... To be fair... If I ever know that someone is going to look at my hands, like if I know I'm going to a bar and I have to hold my ID like this, my nails are always perfect, and like if I'm doing for some reason hand shots on a camera, like it's hard to talk about it because I'm sure I've been on camera before with fucked looking nails, but it is a really good, it is one of those things. It's not even like hair. I don't think hairline was a good, but it's just such a specific thing to criticize, but it's also something almost everyone worries about, that it cuts so deep. But like ever since I was a little kid, like since I was like 2 or 3, my dad cuts his nails, files them, and then uses one of those like things with bristles that like buffs underneath the nails and everything every single morning. So he's kind of instilled that in me since I was a very young man, and it was just like, hey, guys have short, clean fingernails. That's just how it is. But I think in reality, he was setting me on a good path for, being a male-seeking woman on Reddit.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's totally it.
Important to have clean, straight, not jagged, disgusting nails.
To find a mate. Yeah, that's kind of what it all the alpha mindset is kind of what it all always goes back to. You go from being a gamer on YouTube to finding a wench to settle down with and impregnate.
But if someone ever commented on my video like, dude, your nails are disgusting, like that would cut so much deeper than anything anyone's, literally it would cut deeper than anything anyone's ever said to me online.
Yeah. No,
and it would hit so differently.
To be fair, now that you've lampshaded that, you can safely assume that every comment like that is now a BeefBoys fan.
Hey,
doing a bit.
That's true.
That's true. That is true.
That's true.
But no, really, if you comment...
Let's get all the slurs out of the way, too.
Yeah.
Okay, starting alphabetically from N. James?
Take it away. Mark Zuckerberg, friend of the show, he's pushing this whole metaverse thing. And this is a segment on the official Meta channel. They actually, I do want to just preface this. They deleted this, okay? They posted this on Twitter, and they got roasted so fucking hard because of how cringe it is that they had to delete it. So that's it. It's them and
it's that's a really long intro.
Yeah,
not what you were saying. This and the.
Goddamn, Doplex, you talk forever.
Okay, off the bat, this looks awful. As someone who worked for a studio that did like dirt cheap fucking background animations for Marvel, that like we literally lost our contracts to like people who get paid 3 cents an hour because that's how little they cared about quality. They would reject this background.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is to talk about their quality for a second.
New videos.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
I honestly, I miss it. Or
yeah.
Okay.
But you guys have to listen to the way, because I'm pretty sure all of this is improvised. It's just like a bunch of fucking dumbasses at the Meta offices trying to be like funny and like cute by creating this like scenario, and it's awful. Play it. It's funny.
God, I wonder how much money they get.
Yeah,
these people paid like 6 figures, like 150K each.
Yeah.
Good evening, and welcome to Meta News. Dragon and Joy will be on Thursday. This is your reporter, Miss
Dragon and Joy.
Jackin' and Jerkin is going to be on
Dragon
Thursday.
and Joy. Nuts.
It seems like Godzilla has escaped the movies, and his first sight was at Wendyverse.
Keep playing. Don't
that
pause.
Godzilla has escaped the movie.
The movies.
Well, we have Reporter Complex on the scene. Complex,
yo, is that you, Doplex? Reporter Complex?
Yeah, it's me. It's my evil twin.
Hey, Miss Rex, we're here at Wendyverse. And as you can see, there's a whole mess behind me.
Wendyverse.
Godzilla was just here. everybody's hiding.
No, not the
And
Wendy's.
As you
The
can see, no one
fire
in sight
is shaking in
because
the
everybody's trying
background.
to
Where's it gonna go
recover
next?
Fry.
of this madness. We still
A
have the
cover.
fries and we still have the burgers, but this booty machine is not working anymore. I wonder why.
Destroyed.
But
They destroyed it.
oh my god!
is
Hi. I wonder.
They destroyed it.
Hello.
I wonder.
Dude came in like the ghost of Christmas
What
past.
happened here?
It's like
What
they
can you tell us
destroyed
about
it.
it? Oh my
It's like a
god!
fucking ghoul.
By
Yeah.
who?
Could it be? It's a big footprint. Really big footprint. Who said that?
Dude, this is like
This is
this is
brutal.
like what it's like what middle schoolers like make
Yeah, right?
like
Yes.
in middle
Yeah.
school when they're middle
This is like-
schoolers when they make it with middle
It's
schoolers.
literally that.
This is
It's
stuff I
literally
made when
that.
I was 10 with like a camcorder.
like in middle school.
Yeah, but not only
Yeah.
that, but down to like the
Yeah,
plot,
like in
right?
middle school.
Down to the plot. It's like Godzilla
down to the
broke out
plot,
at the
yeah.
movies and destroyed Wendy's, my favorite hamburger place. It's like,
But
what is this?
the
What is happening?
the exact pacing of their improv and like how much they stutter and everything, like they
Yeah.
it is really uncanny valley. Like they sound like middle schoolers doing
Yeah.
like stop motion shit in 2008 or something.
It's-
100%.
It's baffling
Yeah.
that like obviously Zuckerberg's like a fucking robot with zero charisma and he's at the head of the whole thing. But you assume that like
Yeah.
the company itself has like some normal people, but I guess not. I guess they all just are
Oh,
him
they're
too.
all.
I like to
They're all
imagine they
Zuckerberg
laid off 30,000 people, which was 70% of their workforce, so that they could employ
Yeah.
these geniuses.
These, yeah,
They
these
find
creative
everyone funny.
marvels.
they
Yeah.
weren't losing money. That's not why they downsized. They actually didn't downsize. They just redirected all. They needed all of that money for the Wendy's Godzilla sketch.
Short
It's just-
film.
It's,
Experience.
Yeah, something, some word.
it's just so
Yeah.
funny.
that would
Like you've got
describe this.
you got stuff in VR chat, which is like some of the funniest shit you've ever seen in your entire life.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then like I think this is the perfect like compare VR chat to metaverse.
Oh God, he's back.
Snow clips into the fridge.
What the fuck?
And we're here at the soap.
Wait, is the metaverse Christian?
You can see all the damage that has been done.
Oh,
all
I
the
can't. You're in the way.
destruction.
The damage is being
It's quite a mess, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like
Yeah.
he came out of the ocean. Stepped right
This is
there.
literally
and
like
he's
little
making his
kids
way
talking.
This direction. The scary thing is that all of the rest of the horizon is beyond that.
This
Elwood just
Sounds like a
inches his
guy
way
who
into-
has
Yeah.
just seen Godzilla.
Yeah, so he's headed to the rest of the horizon.
Wow.
You guys need to prepare. for
Destroyed
Godzilla.
Wendy's.
Let's
Oh
make a
my
Godzilla
goodness.
movie with these guys.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Bro, the
Should.
blimp is a baked potato with sour cream chives
Oh, it
and
is.
butter.
Let's go.
That goes hard. I'll give them that.
That does
Why does
go
this
hard.
woman's
Yeah, I'll give
avatar
him
look?
that one.
This woman's avatar looks like she should be like have a fucking thick Scottish accent, but she sounds like a Latina from the valley. What's
Yeah,
happening?
no, she is. She's straight up like a fucking chola. Hey, they broke the fucking Wendy's. You don't even know, Maria.
Why did they? Is this a Wendy's? Is this how they introduced the Wendy's collaboration to the metaverse? It's like $1 billion crossover. Fucking, it's Fortnite X Thanos 2.
Yeah, but
you know
here's
what? This
Wendy's
is their
X Godzilla.
introduction.
But you know what it would have been,
Ex-meta.
and this is from my experience working at a studio like this. Wendy's would have done this Godzilla foot destroying the thing as like a meme for their Twitter account or something, and then some
Right.
fucking like Meta is so desperate for anything remotely interesting that they saw that and they're like, we should do something with that. Contact Wendy's, and then Wendy's be like, yeah, whatever. you
Sure,
can.
why not?
And then they get it, it's like, there's a big Godzilla.
Big Godzilla. He's fucking.
Oh, damn, dude.
Breaking Wendy's. He's the big
Go
footprint
to the
is
Wendy's,
in the
dude.
floor. The big potato in the sky.
My
We're going now to our field reporter.
My favorite part is that after the no clip, she's like, and as you can see, we're out in the fucking. It's like, no, I don't think as anyone can see, we're anywhere
Yeah, he's
right
through
now. All
a
I
fridge
see is
and
you.
Oh my god, yeah.
We have here a friend of the community, Kim Patrick 101, and we're here to ask him.
I like how she tried to
what
do the
you
hide your
think
wife,
about
hide your
all
kids
this
meme.
mess
Got it
that
completely
Godzilla
wrong.
made in the Wendyverse.
Well,
Wendy
I was here to get a
In the
4
Wonderverse.
for 4. Let me just tell you, I was not expecting all this to go down. I just see a huge footprint. I'm hungry, I just got out of work, And I see like Godzilla or something just came in here and
Hey, I'll give it to this girl. She
Something.
actually has like at least half a fucking bar of charisma.
It's got a little bit of,
There's
a
some
little bit of
energy.
charisma.
Enunciate. Yeah.
Yeah. Which,
There's
well, you can
energy.
actually
I
understand what she's saying.
all
Ver-
this to go down. Like,
Yeah.
she's going crazy.
Yeah. Versus like the fucking chick on the left who's like, he's fucking Godzilla or something.
She's literally.
You tell me to
This is
say,
probably like
Marky.
a Wendy's crossover that they paid for, and she keeps saying the Wandaverse. Like, she's not saying Wendy. She keeps like
4 for 4.
And we're here to ask him, a friend of the community, Kim Patrick 101. And we're here to ask him, what do you think about all this mess that Godzilla made in the Wendyverse?
All of this mess.
The Wonderverse.
The Wonderverse.
The Wonderverse.
Yeah, she kind of sounds like
In the
German.
Wonder
She-
Bread.
In the Wonderverse. In the
Wonderverse.
Wonderverse.
In the
Wait,
Wonderverse.
Andrew, how'd you just say it? You just said it like a German person. How'd you just say it?
He said
Wonderbread.
Wonderverse.
Oh, yeah,
The
it's
Wonderverse.
Wonderbread.
Wunderverse or something.
The Wonderverse.
Imagine Godzilla going to the biscuit Wendyverse. Or
What? What did she say?
The biscuit
The
Wonderverse?
biscuit
Yeah,
Wendyverse.
Imagine that.
Being trashed. We spent all
Godzilla
these
going
hours
to
in
the
here. No Godzilla up in
biscuits.
here. Let me just tell you. No, not today, Satan.
Not today. I like that. Not today. So y'all heard it first in Meta News today. Not today. Not today, Satan. We're not gonna allow those tribulations stop us. So
Be safe out there,
Those
complex.
revelations.
Thank you.
You know what that's like?
Revelations.
This
stop
is
us.
only going to make sense to the couple of people who went to church. The way she delivered that line was when in church, if someone went on some mission trip to spread the good word of the Lord, they would always bring somebody from that area to talk about it. And they don't speak great English most of the time, which is because they don't live here. They shouldn't speak good English, and they'll just make them say so we need a lot of help with the building here.
Because
and it's
Godzilla came and
it's
destroyed
yeah
it all.
because God it's like the way exactly the way it
El
was
Chapo came
described
and
is exactly like
blew
that.
up the town.
It's just
Chopper
this
blew up
really
our Wendy's.
awkward, I'm having to say something, but I'm
Yeah.
just gonna, I need to get through this quickly.
That
Yeah.
that
Yeah, I
end
feel
part
it.
as well, where the person on the right said oh, what they say oh, not today, Satan, or whatever.
Not today.
And then that chick,
Yeah.
the
RuPaul's
chick,
Drag Race reference, by the way.
the chick repeated it 4 times. It just reminds me of when you see those
Yeah.
YouTube channels who are trying to do a let's play kind of thing,
Oh, yeah.
I no cap, I got enough wall to make a bed. Those
They
kind of
try to
people.
copy what they've seen. Yeah.
Well, either that or just they're so desperate for a moment, but they are not inherently funny. So if someone that
Right.
they're with says something, they just latch onto it and they keep fucking
Yeah.
saying it
This
over
is
and
my
over.
personality for
Yeah,
the rest
just
of this video.
hoping that not today Satan will be good enough to be on a shirt or something.
Yeah.
It makes my fucking skin crawl. So let me tell my little toilet paper story.
Tell your little tale.
Yeah, so I shaved myself back in circa 2000 and whatever the fuck. My first year of university, I was in a student accommodation with 3 other people in my flat, and one of the guys went and got the worst toilet paper I've ever seen in my life. It was at this place near us that sold stuff that was aimed for students because they knew a bunch
Was
of
it that
students.
hard toilet paper?
No, it was 0 ply. It was not even 1 ply. It was half ply, and it
Yeah.
comes in a bag of 40 rolls, literally. So it's
That's what I use.
not only
Yeah.
does this
That's
suck,
like a toilet paper you'd buy at Staples.
it did come from somewhere like that, but it was
Yeah.
atrocious, and I resent it. I think we had the discussion okay, I know we're poor students, but we could afford slightly better than this. So,
Yeah.
but either way, we still had 40 rolls to get through before we could even get to the good toilet paper again. And so I made it my mission to waste as much as possible, which isn't hard because it's so thin and the rolls are so small that like pretty much one of them is one shit anyway. But there would just be times
You're just like eating it.
Well, no, so here's what I've discovered. All right, so I was like 6-7 stories up, and I was in Wellington, which is a very windy city. So what I would do is
the windy city.
The windy city.
Exactly. You'd unroll some of the toilet paper, and I cracked open the window in the toilet, and you feed like about like 6 foot of toilet paper out the window, which is just enough for it to like start catching some momentum from the wind.
Yeah.
And then you put the roll on your fingers like this.
Yeah.
And the wind will unroll the entire toilet
That's
paper.
fucking awesome.
And so then there's like a 40-foot long toilet paper snake just floating down the street. And like disappearing off into the city. And I just did that over and over and over again.
That also sounds like a lot of fun.
It was so much fun.
Meta News makes a fucking video in the toilet paper verse.
god.
There's toilet paper in this.
The windy city won't stop.
Toilet paper all over the windies. We would do something like this. Today is in...
It took down our potato blimp.
She's like on Quaaludes, like
Not for real, like.
I'm assuming it like stayed together, so I wonder if someone like down on their
Oh,
luck
yeah.
was like, damn, let's go 40 feet of toilet paper. I'm bringing this home.
Wraps it up.
Just
Yeah.
fucking,
Thank
like,
you,
grabs it out. They
God.
sensed it like, oh, 38 cents worth of toilet paper.
Let's fucking
I'm bringing
go.
this shit home.
It's not even that. 38 cents. I was on the idea, it's like in their inventory and they like scroll over and they're like, oh, 38 cents.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be worth more.
I will
Anyway.
say I'm a big proponent of the
Wasting
like
toilet
Andrew
paper.
gets like quadruple toilet paper, quadruple ply. I've always got the Scots, which I think I'm on the outlier,
Scott's
but like
the was.
me and my parents have always got the Scots toilet. Yeah, the Scott the was
Toilet paper.
themed toilet. I was gonna say flavored toilet paper. But I think it is like half a ply or a single ply, and I personally prefer it. Like that's what I go for that one.
Interesting.
So
Yeah,
I
like,
actually
your
You
fingers
wad it
breaking
up
through.
and it gets in all the cracks and crevices and creases because it's so thin and wadded that like it like molds itself. Like if you like put like a mold into sand, whereas the really thick one is kind of just like putting like a tampon against your ass and hoping it gets the poop.
Yeah,
you know?
for me, there's a middle
But
ground.
That's just me.
I agree. I do agree. I do think you can go too plied and then you're not getting anything done.
Yeah.
overplied. But I actually agree with
Markiplier.
James.
Or-
I don't buy the toilet paper. So I
That
grew up
damn
with Scott the
Courtney.
Waz. Yeah, no, that damn
That
woman.
damn Courtney.
And Andrew's not wearing
God
the pants
damn.
in this household
Yeah.
because he's too busy jerking off into the
Because
fucking
I'm too
laundry
busy.
basket.
Shit.
Courtney, let's
Courtney,
fucking
put how
go.
much-
Throwback.
Courtney, put how much toilet paper you use when you shit on the screen.
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
Courtney, finally you're allowed
In
to take.
Centimeters.
You're allowed to take the
Yeah.
pictures of the penises
You can now,
down.
you can now remove the penises.
You can
and
now
who
remove your
was in
3D
Paris.
glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Courtney, make us 2D.